Africa is the origin of man. All human beings came from here. You are the original human beings. These Europeans and Chinese and all those fellows whom you see, all those are former Africans who went away. Africa is the cradle of civilization. One of the first human civilizations on earth was the Egyptian civilization, and it was here on the African continent. The three great religions, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, their founders all took refuge here when they had problems in the Middle East. Moses was here in Africa. That's where he survived. That's why he survived. Jesus was brought here as a baby when the Jews wanted to kill him. Muhammad, when his Arabs wanted to kill him, he ran to Ethiopia. That is Africa. Yet, unfortunately, this Africa, by 1900, all of it had been colonized except for Ethiopia. So the question is, this ancient Africa, this Africa which was the beginning of civilization, the source of the human race, why was it colonized? Why? It is because there were internal weaknesses in Africa. When you read my article here, you will see why. There were reasons. Some people trying to say it is because we did not have guns. That's not true. There are examples where people did not have guns, but they were able to defend themselves against these imperialists. China is one of them. When the Europeans went to China, China was backward in terms of technology. But it was able to defend itself against the Europeans. They could not colonize the whole of China. They ended up by taking Hong Kong and Macau, just a few points. China could not be swallowed. It was too big to swallow. Japan could not be colonized. Although they were still backward technologically, still they could not be colonized by the Europeans. Even Ethiopia, our own Ethiopia, was able to defeat the Europeans, the Italians, in 1896. So therefore, it was not just technology. There were some other weaknesses that enabled the whole of Africa to be colonized. Nevertheless, fortunately, Africans do not die easily. Although the whole continent was colonized, but we survived. We survived colonialism. We survived slave trade. We survived the colonial wars. We survived the European diseases, which they brought here. Other people did not survive. If you go to America now, they say there are people who are called Americans. Those are Europeans who went to America to take over the land of the Indians there. These are the ones you call Americans now. The real Americans, if you go there, you find them in national parks. That's where they are found. In reservations, you go and see a few of them. Oh, that's how the Indians used to look like. They have disappeared. The Aztecs in Mexico, they are not there, or they are very few. The Incas in Peru, The Aborigines in Australia, they are not there. But for us, we survived. And there are reasons why we survived.